بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم ولعن أعداءهم. Dua for the second day of the holy month of Ramadan. We recite اللهم قربني فيه إلى مرضاتك وجنبني فيه من سخطك ونقماتك ووفقني فيه لقراءة آياتك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. In this dua, we ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bring us closer to His satisfaction and pleasure, and take us away from His dissatisfaction and displeasure and punishment, and to give us the tawfiq to recite His verses in this holy month of Ramadan. Now, the question is, what's the relationship between these two? Between the satisfaction, dissatisfaction of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and reciting His holy Qur'an. In a hadith of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wa in describing the Holy Qur'an, and how it saves us in the times of fitna and trials and tribulations, he says, "من جعله أمامه قاده إلى الجنة, ومن جعله خلفه قاده إلى النار." That whoever puts the Quran in front of him, the Quran will take him to heaven, and whoever puts the Quran behind him, the Quran will drag him and take him to, God forbid, the hellfire. The Quran is the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Quran, if followed, will take us to ultimate happiness and paradise, both in this world and in the afterworld. The Quran is our book on how to go about our life as an individual, as a family, as a society, as a civilization, and so on and so forth. The Quran tells us what to do and what not to do, whether it's by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly commanding us, as for example saying, "Aqimu salat," uphold prayers, or by giving us the examples of people who do what is right. So the prophets, so the salihin, and so on and so forth, and also showing us the opposite of that. The bad deeds and those who committed bad deeds and had lifestyles full of sins and so on and so forth. The hadith says that whoever puts the Quran in front of him, meaning I put the Quran as a guidance for me. And in this holy month of Ramadan, we of course know how important it is to recite this holy book. And in the ayah that is about Shahr Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Shahr Ramadan الذي أنزل فيه القرآن." This month gets its greatness from the fact that the Quran was revealed in it. هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان. In this book there is guidance for all of people. This guidance must not be taken lightly. It must be taken advantage of, especially by us Muslims and followers of Ahlul Bayt, inshallah. Putting the Quran in front of us, meaning whatever the Quran wants from me and asks from me and says is good, I go after it. And whatever the Quran says to not do, I stay away from it. And not putting the Quran behind me, meaning not interpreting the Quran however it pleases my own desires and however I like to. No, rather, I am the student of the Quran. The Quran is not the student of me. Inshallah, if we're able to do this, then it will take us to the satisfaction of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His pleasure, and therefore, as the hadith says, قَادَهُ إِلَى الْجَنَّةِ, the Quran will take the person to the heaven. And of course, we must not forget and take lightly recitation of the Holy Quran in this month, as the hadith says that لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ ربيع, everything has a spring, وربيع القرآن شهر رمضان, and the spring of the Quran is the holy month of Ramadan, because in this month, as you see in the spring, flowers blossoming, plants blossoming, everything is getting that life back. So too, inshallah, are we getting our spirituality back through the Holy Quran. And the Holy Quran really shows its effects in this holy month because of how strong people have a relationship with it, inshallah, in this month. May we be given tawfiq to do that and to strengthen our relationship with the Holy Quran, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.